We are discussing class 9th Information Technology Employability Skills 402, Unit 3 Information and Communication Technology Skills, ICT Skills. ICT tools, Information Communication Technology tools. We are discussing the smartphones and tablets. Actually, ICT has number of tools. Today, smartphones and tablets, they are gaining importance. They are with everyone, even the kids now, after the 2020, because of the coronavirus. These smartphones and tablets have gained importance because all the daily activities, like the sending of emails, posting, sending the messages, I am coming this time, you come that time, or sharing pictures to your friends, family, or to your boss. That means everywhere, every walk of life, you are spreading certain idea, you have certain idea, or you want to see what happened in America or say Uganda. So the news, ideas, all these are possible to be known. There are other ways also, social sites, because internet is so cheap now. People are using even in the nook and corner villages, and the cost of smartphones and tablets have also decreased. So smartphones are basically phones which are smart and that will make you smart. A phone which has its own operating system. That is, a phone having an operating system, Android, iOS. These are popular operating system. Android is, see in Samsung you get other mobile systems. But iOS only for Apple systems. So you want to get connected, there are different apps here, applications here. For example, FB, Instagram, Twitter, some banking app. So basically you are connected through social media and you are also exchanging the information. That is how you are connected to the world each and every time, anytime, anywhere, through a 5-inch and very light smartphone, or maybe some higher version which is a tablet. So information is basically a meaningful data. Smartphones. As I said, smartphones are phones which are smart, and those phones which will make you smart. First is, everything which you think is there. For example, you will have a separate calculator, any businessman you know, or even the students. In order to calculate, he has to have a calculator. You need to have a torch wherever there is no current. You need a torch. But now the calculator, torch, everything is in your mobile. Different apps, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Google products, Gmail. You are getting it in a single piece of device, that is your mobile phones. Okay, you'll get messages, oh, your insurance is due, or some transaction you have done. So you are getting all the information, you are doing everything with this phone. So mobile phones, see, if I just take you some years back, these are all ICT tools. These are all information and communication technology tools. If I take you some years back, we were using mobile phones, but they were not smart. They were just used to make a call and receive a call. Okay, just calling purpose, and messaging purpose previously. But now things have changed. With a smartphone, the basic thing is calling. You are doing that calling. This is what you're doing. But basically it's a computer, it's a small computer. You're browsing the internet. You are browsing the web, you are sending emails, you are doing the video calls, WhatsApp call, Facebook call. Skype. You're playing games, listening to your favorite music. You're watching movies, Netflix and Amazon Prime. And there's so many. We cannot just name it in just a little bit of time. So smartphones, why they are called mobile phones also? Because anything which is mobile can move. It doesn't need a wire. So a car, for example, car can move anywhere. Similarly, the smartphones, you just keep it in your purse or say wallet or pocket, you can go anywhere and you are still connected. At home, office road, you don't need a telephone line. Okay? That is, the electromagnetic waves are there. Let us not go into the detail. It's basically there is some frequency and there is a proper frequency range for this communication. So we have a wireless mobile network, and this is called a cell. That is why it was called a cellular network. So these mobile networks, the mobiles are connected with this, and now the data is also we are getting through all these systems of internet networking or wireless networks. There are various popular operating systems. For example, we have Android OS, most popular one. Any phone, LG phone or say Samsung phone, you'll get Android. It's an operating system. It's an open operating system, open source. Previously, Nokia was the most famous mobile devices, but because they didn't take this Android, that is how this systems mobile which have taken Android OS, they are now popular. And one more popular is the hero of mobile systems, which is Apple. So Apple iOS is an operating system which runs on Apple only. We have Windows mobiles also. So there are mobiles which run on Windows, for example Nokia, as I said, and other also they have different different type of operating system which work on it. For example, Windows CE. What are tablets? It is in between smartphone and computer. Computer can be a desktop computer. It can be in the laptop also. So the form factor is in between. Form factor is basically the size we are talking about. So we don't need a big computer, or in smartphone you are having some problem. So in between there is a device called a tablet. You can put it on a table. So the computer can be put on table, but a small computer is tablet. That is why it is tablet. So there are so many benefits of this tablet. The less weight laptop is also 2 kg and up, but tablet is even less than that. In a mobile, if you want to read a book, say, can you read it on a smartphone? Not very much possible. You can read it some news, but in order to do a prolonged work, for example, smartphone 5-6 inch, it is this, the screen size, but the tablet, the size is around 10, 11. This is the size of the screen. So it's a kind of a mini computer. So you can do all the work of smartphone here, and also most of the work you can do on the computer, right? You have input device, input ports, output ports, you have processing functions, and also the important thing is on touch screen. You don't need buttons. It works on touch screen. So it's bigger than a smartphone. It does perform all the functions that a computer can do or a smartphone can do. Okay? The ancient time, when we were born actually, television, radio was there. And this is also an ICT tool. The only thing is from analog to they have turned into digital. So they are also ICT tool. And they have been there since long. In radio, it's just audio. That is, a speaker has a wide audience. Everyone listens to it. Broadcast is basically sending the data to everyone, all the people. So radio is using the radio waves. It goes up to the length of mountain and buildings. That is how you can broadcast it. Radio is a wide ranging kind of communication. TV, television, radio, you only listen to audio. But in TV, along with audio, you see the stuff also. That is, it's a broadcast medium showing you audio visual at the same time. You are listening also and you are viewing also. Like the games you are watching. You are watching a movie. So radio, you see, it's a kind of entertainment along with the information and news. So if you want to see news, songs, hear songs, stories, speeches, cricket commentary, this is all you can do on radio. There are so many channels. FM radios have come up. While on TV, you can do everything with audio and visual together. Movies, news, weather forecast, songs, cartoons, educational lectures. Like you have all these are now digital, okay? Previously they were analog. Now how does this smartphone work? What is the basics of working software wise? Previously the computer was having icons. You need to install certain program. There are certain default programs would come with Windows system mainly. And then you will double click an icon and a program will open. Okay, after that the laptop has come. Laptop also has the same thing. You have a operating system. It takes care of the hardware as well as the software, different software. The same thing happens in smartphone, because smartphone is actually essentially a small computer only. You can do calculator work, you can do torch work. Torch is also there. So you are using it as phone also. You have different social networking sites here, or the apps here. So previously what you call program in the computer, now you're calling, because they are a smaller version, they are apps. They are program only and they are now apps. For example, that is why we call the icons. For example, programs for calculation in your computer is same as the calculator in your smartphone. Okay. So either you can do it with tablet or smartphone, you will see on screen certain icons, and these icons are basically the apps when you have installed it. These are the icons. So you are touching them, you are starting a program, and this program is doing certain function. When you press it, there is certain application which is supposed to invoke. For example, Facebook. You are talking. Now you can just change it, go to the other screen, and now you can work on some other app. In computer, you used to work on mouse and keyboard. Now here you are working with touch. Only one hand or two fingers you are using. So you're watching movies, playing games, using the camera. These are all done through apps. So apps are basically software programs, and we know software programs are set of instructions which are doing certain work. So they may be in C, Java, or Python. So these are instruction completing certain work. So set of modules and procedures they are. Combination of the instructions are called modules, and they are doing certain work. That is type of computer operation or your smartphone operation. For example, torch. So when the torch is open, this program will invoke the camera of your mobile. So they are performing different functions. So there are certain apps which are already present in your phone and tablet when you buy it. These are called default apps. So whatever applications which come along with your mobile, for example, to call, all the Google products you see, they are available default. But there are certain apps like the banking apps, like games. Now you can purchase this also, or you can download also. Okay. Bheem app, for example, the PhonePe app. You can download a Union Bank app. So you are going to, if you are on Android, you will go to Google Play. Okay. This is also an app. If you are on iOS, Apple, you go to App Store. Some apps, they are freely available. Some of them you have to purchase. So Google basically, again, on Android, operating system, and App Store is on iOS, Apple products. You just search, install, and start working. They are commonly found applications or default apps which you always find on a smartphone, on a tablet, or a mobile. So what do you get? As I said, you can install anytime. Install. There are hundreds and thousands of apps available now, but there are certain which are always available. For example, the basic thing is phone. So this app is used for making calls. It can store the numbers, contact list, the phone numbers, whom you call. The calendar app, you'll always see it there, showing the dates. You can book the appointment. You can write the reminders. Even you can invoke the clock from here. Okay. Then camera. Every phone has camera now. Even the basic phone is also having camera. So you can take photos and videos. Mail. I'm not only talking about Gmail because this is so popular. Along with this, you have Outlook. Other emails are also there. Apps. Photos, because now you have a camera, so you are taking pictures, you are making videos. So there is an app to manage it. So it is arranging them in a proper album. Maps. Now Google Maps is what? It's a navigation app. So you always see that GPS is already there in your mobile. So what is the distance you want to go from one place to another? So GPS is global positioning system. It will give you a proper exact position where you are. Web browsers are also there. So you can go to different websites. You can browse them. As I said, Google Play Store and Apple Store. So Google Play Store is where you get all the apps which are not default, like Facebook, WhatsApp, Bheem app. So these are default apps, and there are certain apps which you can be downloading from Google Play Store. Clock is already there. Times, alarms and timers. Messaging. You are sending and receiving message. Now you have WhatsApp, etc. Hike and line messengers. Then you have music. There are basic tools for music. And as I said, Google Play. For iOS, you have Apple Play Store. Apple Store you can download the different apps from here if you are working for iOS, that is the Apple products. What is the difference between a smartphone and a tablet? The basic difference is, first of all, the size, okay, and the processing power. But there are other differences which we need to talk. First, you must know that smartphone is the smallest form factor, that is the size. Previously, we were using mobile phones. Now you have smartphones. So smartphones are connected to internet. Even if it is not, there are basic activity which you can do. Then you have laptop, that is computer, desktop computer, a short form, compact form is laptop. In between it, there is a form factor, the size. So in between laptop and computer and the smartphone, in between this, we have a form factor called tablet. Okay, it is higher form factor size than smartphone and lower than the laptop screen size and computer screen size. That is called tablet. So this is a kind of layer wise description. This is a phone, smartphone. Smartphone is basically for calling, But now since it is a smartphone, you have all the other tools like camera. So these camera and others, like this is smartphone, is basically a small computer. It has an operating system, proper operating system, like Google, Android. If you have Apple phone, then iOS. There are Windows phone also, BlackBerry OS also. So it's a mini computer, smartphone. Only the size is smaller, 5 to 6 inch will be the screen. All the work today is done on smartphone. Even the online classes, even the video calling. Along with the calling, everything is done on these smartphones. When we come to tablet, this is also a wireless portable personal computer. So it's much nearer to a computer. But you work on as a touch screen because there is a touch screen interface. On computer, you work with keyboard and mouse, but here tablet, you work using your finger, your gestures. So it's more useful than the notebook computer. That is why you can take it from one place to another. It is, the screen size is bigger than smartphone, so reading the book or working some, while on the go, you can do it on tablet. It is also equipped with the operating system, different operating system. Screen size, as I said, 5 to 6 inch around screen size. 10 to 11 size is the of tablet. Photos and videos, prolonged watching of movie and this all other stuff is quite difficult here. It is just for momentary usage. Please see that if you want to do video editing or some higher work, the screen is bigger. You want to read a book, you want to edit something. So for that, tablet is there. Battery life, because in smartphone you are doing everything right now. The battery size is smaller, but tablet, the battery life is higher, longer battery life. Because first of all, phone is smaller and there are so many applications running on the background. But here tablet, you do some specific work. You can have a SIM card inside this, but it's not always required. It can be used only as a computer, as a device, computing device, right? So if you take the background, you'll see this is the only size of the battery of smartphone. When we talk about storage, there are different capacities. See, it's all about paying money. Okay, whatever money you pay, you have different companies offering different storage sizes. But still, we have depending on the cost, you have 32 GB, 62 GB, 128 GB. But tablet, it has a higher storage capacity. They can store more pictures, videos, and applications. So this is where the tablet takes a way ahead. But you cannot put it in your pocket. Smartphones can be put in your pocket. Now coming to the question answer, identify the following symbols and write the name in the blank space. Then we'll take one more question, which is the difference between smartphone and tablet, which we have already seen. But we'll go through this in a shorter version. So what are these? See, the first one is phone. This one is calendar. This is music. This is clock, photos, messages. Now, any two differences between smartphone and a tablet. So we have seen a number of differences. Let us take two of them. So this is a smartphone, smaller screen size, around 5 to 6 inch. Tablet, bigger screen size, 10 to 11 screen size. This is a diagonal screen size, okay? Smartphone, watching a movie or making changes to a picture is quite difficult. All the work cannot be done. Some work can be done for a momentary time. But tablet, watching videos, editing things, because of the bigger screen size, it's quite easy. Not as easy as computer, but easier than the smartphone, right? So these apps and everything, they all have. It's only depend on the ease. So this is all about this topic. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.